I learned a lot about him this spring. So whatever you have on him, I'd love to answer because he is confusing, and I know a lot of fans are out there confused, like what's going on, but he's close. So whatever you have on him, I'd be happy to.
Well, I guess just the obvious. He had the strangest season. I mean, I don't know how to actually look it up. I felt confident I don't need to. There can't be any person who had the splits from home and away as diverse as he did. I put it out there, and I think he was the third worst hitter in baseball away, and he was the fifth best, like right behind Aaron Judge at home. Like that's what we were talking about. Like Jack Suwinski at home was basically Aaron Judge last year,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
away he was a pitcher. And I don't know how that can like happen. Like that can't be normal. So someone's got to normalize a little bit. But yeah, like coming in the spring, you kind of want to see like what he's going to be. But like again, the strikeouts, very, very worrisome to me. Start the season, it's still kind of there. Again, I know he hit the home run at PNC. So I don't know. Maybe tell us about it. You say he's close. Bring some faith into the fans about Jack Suwinski.
So when he first got called up, he had no business being here. Like
That's
he
fair,
yeah, it was a dire need, right? Some guys got sick,
right?
and I don't remember if it's a concussion, but they needed him, and he was playing really, really well. So I thought that was really cool that they did that. They used the guys that were on the 40 man, the closest team, because they had to. So he got his chance. And we were rolling in Milwaukee. And he had to face some really good arms right out of the gate. So he's overwhelmed. And even McConaughey was overwhelmed. Like both those guys were just completely overmatched at first, but you saw a little fight back after that. But he went on the road and he was struggling. I think it was a 10-game road trip or something long, and he played terrible. And that's where that huge split comes from. So right after that, he went off, but we had a long homestand. That's when he
Mm-hmm.
had a huge, huge couple series. So like he was hot and cold, hot and cold. And we need to remember that's kind of the guy he is right now. So as cold as he gets, he's kind of like Pedro. When he gets hot, he could carry you, you know, and it's really about maybe certain guys we face, the way the matchup is, and he's refining his approach really, really well. Like he has a really hard time catching up with the fastball above the zone. We
Yeah,
saw that
right.
2020 Brian Reynolds did not look like Brian Reynolds because the fastball beat him. Comes back in 21, there's not a fastball on the planet that could get by him. But then the breaking ball was a problem. Well, then this offseason, him and Andy Haynes literally hit the breaking ball off the eye pitch machine all offseason. And you see what he's destroying breaking balls. And it's
So what you're
so cool to
saying
see.
is they should pay him.
Yes, absolutely. They got to figure it out, but there is issues on both sides. Everything always has two sides, and I try to stay as close to Sweden as I can with all this.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, they got to pay him, and I think getting creative is the biggest thing for me. However that looks, because the fans would go bonkers. Did I lose you? What happened?
No,
Oh,
you're
there he
here.
is. See,
Oh,
hey, the man was coming after us right there because we were talking about it. Something
this
happened right
happened
there.
before, and someone pointed out on the stream too. I forget what it was the last show we we're talking about. It was about a contract, and this happened because I remember Bucko Mike put in there.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, we'll get to that before we get off here. But Sawinski today, I went over and I'm watching them hitting the cage and talking to Big Dog, who's one of my favorite people on the planet. He's literally top 5 smartest baseball minds, period. And we're just going over approach, looking at it, and I'm just like, yeah, he's close. He's close, and he really is. He hit that breaking ball. I think it's third at bat. First at bat, they pitched him really, really tough. Second bat, he did really good getting himself in a good position, just missed it. And then that last one, it was really, really good. And I just want to see that. I think he's hitting the ball so hard when he puts it in play, and the swing and miss has gone down, but he's got to go all in. He's got to commit to the things that he wants to be. I think he'll take off. I really do.
Okay.
Because he's a kid from the middle of nowhere, Chicago, and guys that have to fight and claw or come from a place that doesn't have that talent or ability, it usually takes them a little longer to either catch up to velocity or really good spin, one or the other. And right now, he's sacrificing how good he can hit spin to try to catch up here, so he gets in between. Now he's starting to understand, okay, well, I can pick one or the other. And once he does that, they're going to have to make a choice. All right, we're going to go after him hard early and then get him a spin late. But he's looking for hard early. and spend late that day. Then he keeps switching. And that's kind of what Brian Rose is doing right now. He's just locked in. It's like, oh, I'm just one step ahead.
Right. Okay. All right. So again, that I appreciate that, but yeah, like I said, he's worried me some.
And he should. The
But
swing and miss should worry you, but just a little bit. I mean, just a little bit more in play. We're talking, wow, right? Because he has really good behind the scenes numbers. He's just got to put the ball in play more often.
You all, thank you for watching. I know we try to provide the most entertaining content that we can, and we'd love to spread it to as many people as possible. So I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you could take the 5 seconds to like this video and subscribe to the page, it helps out so much more than you know. Thank you, and let's go Bucks.